How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is a fan's POV, where I talk about my two favorite sports, which is the NBA and the UFC. Right now, I'm going to talk about Chael Sonnen. It's a little bit of drama, not necessarily having to do anything with the fighting scene, but Chael Sonnen is one of my biggest inspirations. I think you guys can tell. And I like him for many reasons. I'm not going to get into why I like him, but I do like him. I think he's a good person. But he was just arrested. Sorry, he wasn't arrested, but he was detained by police. Eventually, he was let go and not arrested because they didn't see any sort of altercation happen. They just heard about it. But he's still under investigation. We'll see how that goes. But Jon Jones put out a tweet where he basically, in a way, underhandedly judged Chael Sonnen, right? Now, if you guys don't know the drama, I'm going to explain it very briefly. Jon Jones is going through his own legal battles right now. I mean, effectively, they're done. They got dropped. But what you need to know is Jon Jones was beating his wife. The cops were called and then allegedly tried to fight the cops. That's basically what happened, right? But it was a domestic violence charge that was dropped by his wife, and he got away unscathed. Okay, cool. Chael Sonnen, what we know as of now is that he was banging on a door at a hotel in Las Vegas, and a couple walked by, and then some sort of altercation broke through. The video that we saw, which I'm going to put in the video here, you see Chael Sonnen not have a shirt, so I'm assuming it got physical. And the reason why the cops were called was because there was a woman, there was a couple obviously, and the woman in that couple started screaming. Now, we don't know who Chael Sonnen attacked. We don't know what the battery charges were for or who they were against. But Jon Jones's tweet implies that they were against a woman, implies that Chael Sonnen was beating a woman. It's very annoying to see this happen, where Jon Jones, a man who beat his fucking wife in front of his kid, is now thinking he has some sort of moral high ground above Chael Sonnen. First of all, Chael Sonnen reported what was going on with Jon Jones, and granted, it may have been a little mean-spirited, but he reported it without trying to put his personal input. He reported it based off the information that was given by the police. He didn't go out there and make assumptions. He didn't go out there and try to say something that didn't happen. Right? And the good thing about me is that I'm not connected with the UFC. I'm not friends with any other fighters. I don't know anybody in the UFC, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Sometimes guys like Chael that are connected, that have friendships, that have businesses inside the UFC, they can't say what they want. They can't say everything, obviously, because they have restrictions based on the friendships and connections that they have, but that's not me, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I will say this, Jon Jones, you're a piece of shit human being. Shut the fuck up and know your place. You beat your wife. You have no room to talk. It doesn't matter if Chael beat that woman. Chael could have beat that woman bloody and senseless, which he didn't. I want to make that clear. But he could have beaten that woman bloody and senseless, and Jon Jones still shouldn't be able to talk. You don't have a leg to stand on, my boy. You beat your wife. Shut up. You're a good fighter. You're not a good person, so be quiet. All this Bible talk about, let the person without stones or whatever throw stones, whatever the fuck. Shut up. Just shut up. You literally cannot talk. You beat your wife. What more can you say? Stop acting like you're a good person. He accused Chael Sonnen of having the dark secrets in his closet. Chael Sonnen got in an altercation. We don't know who it was for. I'm assuming, and I think obviously the story will progress, the investigation will go on, but I think it's safe to say Chael Sonnen probably got in a fight with a man. Everything we know about Chael Sonnen doesn't strike me as a guy who would beat women. Right? If that happens, obviously, then I'm going to look like an idiot. Oh, well, I'll take that L. But I'm going to give Chael Sonnen the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he didn't attack the woman. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he probably attacked the guy. Right? I think that's safe to say about Chael Sonnen. You know what's not safe to say about Jon Jones? That he's a good person. You've proven that you beat your wife. So Chael Sonnen could go out there and beat 100 women. You're still a shitty person. Just because he does something shitty doesn't mean you can't be criticized. Again, goes to show your narcissistic personality. You believe that if somebody does something wrong, then the things you do wrong can't be judged. Jon, you beat your wife. Let me say that again very, very clearly into the mic. You beat your wife. Shut the fuck up. I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen to me good. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, maybe drop a comment. I might hit you back. As a matter of fact, I have two other YouTube channels that you might enjoy, and they're going to be linked in the description below. The first is called A Man's POV, where I talk about philosophical concepts and societal issues that we face every single day. The second YouTube channel is called An Idiot's POV, where I look at dumb little things on the internet that I find interesting and I react to them. So if you're interested in those, go watch them. I will be waiting for you with open arms and kisses. But if you don't like those kind of things, if you want to stay here for the sports talk, there will be more content coming soon. As always, have a great day and take care.